Folks, today we are here on exit 407, and for a lot of folks visiting the Great Smoky Mountains, this is where your adventure is going to start, right here as you pull off of I-40. And that's what we're going to do today, is we're going to start here. We're going to make our way all the way to Gatlinburg. We're going to show you some of our suggestions on where to stop and what to explore on your adventure to the Great Smoky Mountains. Dawn, are you ready?
Yes, ready.
Let's do this. We're going to be taking the little yellow Jeep down 66, or Winfield Dunn. It changes its name a few times on its trip. In Pigeon Forge, it is called the Parkway. In Gatlinburg, it's called the Parkway. When you go through the national park, which is between Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, is referred locally as the Spur. So the road has a lot of different things to check out. There's some new things that are happening on 66 or Winfield Dunn or Parkway. I know a lot of folks call it. There's a new Target being built. We're going to see the progress of that. The new Rocky Top Ford dealership just opened today. We'll stop, take a look at that. I know that's not a touristy thing, but it is new to the area. And if you have a Ford and you're having maybe some problems, on your way to the Smokies, at least you know there's a brand new dealership. And there's a lot to be had on this stretch of road. There's a lot of eateries, a lot of attractions, a lot of fun. And so it's a main artery. It's probably the biggest artery into the Smokies. There are multiple ways you can get here, but I would say this is number one. There's a Buc-ee's. We're going to show you that here shortly. And we're going to make our way up. We're going to stop. We're going to show you our suggestions, some good eats. And we'll show you some of the attractions. And they won't be really long. We'll just do like clips, kind of so you get familiar with the area. But Dawn, are you ready for this little adventure? Now, it's probably going to take us 6 or 7 hours to do this. But in video time, it's only going to be maybe 20 minutes to a half hour. So the Chop House has been voted one of the best steak restaurants in the Great Smoky Mountains. We have two locations, one out here at exit 407 and the other at Tanger Outlets. So our first stop is Outdoor World, and chances are if you're coming to the Smoky Mountains, you're going to do some outdoor adventure. It's a great store. You pretty much can find them anywhere in the United States, but yet again, if you're here in the Smokies, they might have your last minute gear. It's a fantastic store, got a huge waterfall. And Sevier County is home to the AA affiliate of the Chicago Cubs. This is a great thing to do during the summer months, but make it quick because their final year here on exit 407 is coming up, and they'll be making the move to Knoxville. Now we're going to cross over I-40 and head our way towards Sevierville. So one of the places we suggest visiting while you're here in the Smokies is Buc-ee's, especially if you've never been to one. It is the world's largest convenience store, and they have everything in here, even a crazy beaver. And every season they have new merchandise to check out. We decided to stop and see what they have for the spring and Valentine's season. Oh my goodness. Bucky has hearts on his head. I think he's playing Cupid. They always have fun merchandise to check out. And Bucky even celebrates Mardi Gras, and that's one big heavy chain at that $34. And they also have a Mardi Gras Buc-ee's t-shirt to go along with it. And their Valentine's merchandise is always awesome. It's hard to come into a Buc-ee's and not buy something, right? You know? But yeah, the world's largest convenience store here in Sevierville. And right next to Buc-ee's is the 407 Gateway to Adventure, opening in 2025. They've already started construction on this really awesome, unique Smoky Gap district. All this is going to be themed areas. There's going to be a lot of development in this area. And one of the newest hotels over here has already went vertical. And they're going to have different types of experiences you can explore in 2025. Located right here at Ken Joe's Market, right in front of the entrance to Buc-ee's, is Petro's Chili and Chips. If you're looking for a truly Knoxville, East Tennessee treat, I highly recommend them. They're known for their chili, their baked potatoes, and that orange iced tea. And a visit to Russell Stover is going to be a sweet one. This is their factory store. You can buy candy by the bulk. They also have chocolate covered strawberries, ice cream, anything sweet. And Russell Stover's is located right at the entrance of Buc-ee's. So less than a mile from exit 407 is the Sevierville Chamber of Commerce and the National Park Service. Now, if you're looking for information to the area, this is a great place to get it. And just up the road from Buc-ee's and Russell Stover's is the world's largest knife show place, the Smoky Mountain Knife Works. There's a lot to see and do here. They have this relics room where you can buy pieces of history. They also have some animatronic bears in here, a little raccoon, a little bear, a little dog, and they'll sing and dance for you, and it costs absolutely nothing to enjoy that. And maybe pick up a few gifts for some friends or family, or if you're heading into the mountains, they also sell a lot of camping gear and that in there. They have a 40,000-year-old mammoth leg here. You can even see a little bit of the flesh, a little bit of the fur still left on it. And you can find everything here through history. World War I, II, stuff from around the world. They have an original Japanese samurai armor from 1650 to 1850 for $1,250. Just a quick look at the Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Highly suggest a stop here on your way to Sevierville. So another place we frequent quite often is El Machete. Really good Tex-Mex food. I highly recommend it. And Casey's has good pizza here on 66. You can stop for gas and stay for the pizza. Cavender's Boot City is a new Western wear and work store that opened, I think it opened like towards the end of last summer. And I've never been in here. We're going in, we'll take a look, see what it's about. Yeah, so they have ladies' boots, they have little buckaroos. And yeah, exactly as I thought, they'd have a lot of cowboy boots. I think these are gator boots, $209. So it seems like most of their boots are running between $400 and $200. If you're looking for denim, they got it. They got, as far as the eye can see, premium hats.
Mustaches?
No, they're just the mannequins.
That's funny.
Yeah. You know, this is a pretty cool store. Yeah. And the prices, I think, are very, very good compared to some other stores I've been in the past. The Knife Works is down there. El Machete is over there in that plaza. I do recommend that. You have a scenic helicopter tour over there. You have the Flea Traders Flea Market, which I highly recommend that. And I do recommend the flea market. If you are into antique shopping, there are plenty right here on 66. If you're looking to get a little wet, they have Smoky Mountain Water Park out here on 66, right next to the wilderness of the Smokies. And they have a lot of water slides here. And this is the newest water park. And Dollywood opens on March the 9th. And today is opening day of the new Rocky Top Ford. And it just opened. And so behind us is something that Dawn is excited for. It is our new Target. Now, there hasn't been an exact opening date as of yet, but I'm assuming sometime this summer. The building's up, so pretty much it's got the inside going on, and and this is located right next to the new Ford dealer that just opened today. And it's right in front of the new, and there's a lot of new out here. Of course, you got Chick-fil-A, the new Publix, they got a PetSmart, Kroger just over that way. And this is really where Sevierville begins. At least in my book, this is where downtown will start, just over that way. But we have a lot of new things here in the Smokies. And it's just great that we're going to have another retail shop to be able to choose from when we go shopping. And the building went up pretty quick. It started just before the holidays, and here it is. The parking lot, the base of the parking lot's already been laid down. Chick-fil-A, Freddy's frozen custard. Yeah, definitely. I'm assuming late spring, early summer for this. So we got a new Ford dealer. The new Target's on its way. There's going to be a lot of great things coming to Dollywood this year with the Dolly Parton experience. The one thing is for sure, the Smokies are always changing. Buddy's Barbecue is also a great place for a sandwich. And El Paso Grill is a local favorite. It's right next to Aldi's. Got some pretty good food in there. I do recommend that. This here is a little hidden gem. The #1 China buffet. They have an $11 all-day buffet. It's a little one, but it pretty much got everything you need. Everybody knows Mel's Diner, but the diner here in Sevierville serves up some great eats. They even have a bison burger in there that's highly recommended. We've done a couple reviews on Don Marco's. It's a great place, especially if you're looking for some pizza or pasta. We are here at downtown Sevierville. We showed you the new part where they're building the Target and the new Rocky Top Ford. And there's a lot going down here as well. A lot of eateries. They have a lot of photo opportunities. So I do suggest coming down here, get some of those photo opportunities, grab a bite to eat, get your photo taken with the Dolly statue. So if you're looking for a cup of joe and you're downtown Sevierville, Dutch Brothers is the newest coffee place here in the Smokies. We've tried this a couple times and we really enjoyed it. They have all kinds of flavored drinks, coffees, hot cocoa. And yeah, located right here in downtown Sevierville. right across the street from the courthouse. If you are local, you'll know the Frank Allen Grill. It's been here since 1953, and it is a favorite of Dolly. She loves their slaw dogs, and it's right here in this gas station off the Parkway, just down the road from Walmart. If you're looking for a good, reasonable eat, this is the place to be. This is the stop. And this one, if you're on a budget, you can get a good meal in there for a good price. But I do recommend stopping at the Frank Allen Grill. Get one of their slaw dogs. And they're also voted one of the best burgers here in Sevier County. Crossing the Walmart in Sevierville is the newest Italian restaurant, Roma Table Kitchen. Stay tuned. We're going to have a full review for you all as we indulge in all this great Italian food. There's a lot to do in this area. Of course, you have Tanger Outlets, which is just over that way. You have NASCAR Speed Park, our Walmart. You also have a Panda Express. You have a Steak and Shake. A lot of great eats. So one of the questions we get asked a lot is, where is the best burgers in the Smokies? And Fuddruckers, in my opinion, is one of the best. There's a few good places, but I've never had a bad burger here. They got this thing called, I think it's the Hillbilly Burger, or Hillbilly size. If you get it, I mean, you could feed an army with it. But yeah, I highly recommend that. And then right next door is Texas Roadhouse. Of course, you guys all know we love the Texas Roadhouse. I mean, you pretty much can find a Texas Roadhouse wherever, but that's our particular, or at least the one we go to the most. Right across the road from Fuddruckers is the Rainforest Adventures Zoo, a hidden gem. And not a lot of folks know it's back here. It is a lot of fun, especially you have little ones. And then also, if it's a rainy day, you can't go wrong. So if you're looking for some good Southern cooking, you'll find it here at Five Oaks Farm Kitchen. We've had their breakfast, we had their lunch. Our favorite place for Japanese is Nagano Japanese Grill. It's kind of a quick serve, really, really good. Definitely try it. The Applewood Farmhouse and Grill, we highly recommend it, especially if you're looking for some good old Southern cooking. And there's a lot going on here. In fact, they're building a new building behind it. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I think it's just retail, but they are building a new store behind here. Also, they have a really great gift shop, a bakery, an ice creamery, and there's 2 restaurants here you could choose from. Let's go take a look at that new building they're building behind here. I heard about it, but I'm not exactly sure what it is. I think it's just retail though. I can smell those apple fritters. It smells just amazing. And that's the new building they're building out back here. Of course, they have an old barn here that you can do some shopping in. And this whole area here, I highly recommend. Definitely stop, check it out. It is a must. It's one of the top 5 must in Pigeon Forge. And we have plenty of reviews on the Farmhouse in our library. I'll put a link in the description below. It is good. And you can smell those apple fritters.
It smells so good. Makes you hungry for one.
Even if you're not hungry, it makes you hungry by the smelling them. We just entered Pigeon Forge, and this is where the real touristy stuff starts. Of course, there's a great big huge skyscraper that has fallen to the ground over there at Beyond the Lens. You have the Hatfield and McCoy's, which is a dinner show. I highly recommend that dinner show. It's a lot of fun. They have high diving hillbillies. They got Wonderworks, which is an upside down building, Hard Rock Cafe, and we're standing in the parking lot of the soon-to-be Crayola World, or Crayola land or that. And there's also going to be a Nerf land too, I think, here. So it's gonna be like a Crayola on one side, Nerf, something like that, or on the back side or on the side, or I don't know. It's still in the works. If you've been coming here long enough, you'll know this as the old Smoky Mountain Opry building. A lot of great shows that I have seen in there. It was just a great place, especially during the holidays. And this is gonna be home to that new Crayola world, or at least what they're projecting it's gonna be. So coming in the spring of 2024 is the Titanic frozen custard and chocolate attraction. We want to stop here and see what the progress is on this new building, and it looks like they're about ready to open. In fact, they already have merchandise inside of the building, and they're just finishing up on some final touches. So it looks like pretty soon we're gonna have to come back and check that out. And of course, it's right here behind the huge Titanic that you'll pass heading into Pigeon Forge. And beyond the lens is just over there, the iconic fallen over building. Yeah, it won't be too long now. I would say a couple more weeks even. Here on the Parkway is the Pirates of Mermaid Bay, the newest mini golf. We did a review on this on their opening day, and we've also been back just recently to do a round of golf with some friends of ours, and we highly recommend it. It's just a great course, and the indoor one is great on a rainy day. Our recommendation in Pigeon Forge, if you're looking for some wings, maybe a burger, is the Blue Moose. Never had a bad experience here, except for the very first visit we had ever done. It's been just amazing since then. I love the wings. The bone-in wings are amazing. The sauces are good. And another great place yet again for burgers. And there is a lot that's going on here at the inn at the Christmas place. They're building a new pool, I believe it's gonna have Santa Claus, and the reindeers will be shooting water at each other. It's gonna be really cool. There's a lot of photos out on the internet of what the finished product will be. And you can see that it's taking shape as we speak. Great addition to the Christmas place. Over here on Teespring Lane, just off the Parkway, is the Lost Mine mountain coaster and mini golf. It's closed today. I think they're doing a little bit of work to it, and we'll be back real soon to do a review of it. One of our top suggestions while you're visiting Pigeon Forge is the island. It puts on a great water show every half hour. There's so much to do here. Of course, I do recommend the Smoky Mountain Wheel. You'll get a bird's eye view of the area. The Skyfly is just like soaring at Disney, and that's a lot of fun too. Also have Paula Deen restaurant over here. Got great breakfast in there, and the food is just amazing. Old Smoky Moonshine. There's so much to do. Arcades, lots of shopping, eateries, Margaritaville Island Hotel. It is one of the top places to visit in Pigeon Forge. So if you're in the mood for a steak and you're in Pigeon Forge, the Alamo is one of our favorite places. Usually very consistent. They also have a cheeseburger in there that will knock your socks off, and you can feed at least 2 folks with it. One of the newest gift shops here on the Parkway is the Country Bear General Store. And what is that?
Looks like a bear.
So we've been watching him go up over the last month or so, and he is complete. It's a It's a giant bear. Let's go check them out. The one thing about Pigeon Forge, they usually have a fiberglass figure or statue that will lure you into their store. They have a shark that you can go through its mouth to enter the gift shop. They also have a bear mouth that you go through. But here, it's a great big bear that you have to walk underneath. And it's got a great photo opportunity there for the family to get that photo. It's always something here, isn't it? Always something to lure you in. Now, from what I understand, all these gift stores that you see that are like this, they're all owned by one company. So most of the gift stores on the strip are owned by one company. And he is quite impressive. And he's angry. On top of that, you're gonna get up there and, yeah. That is one humongous bear. And if you've been in one gift store, you've been in them all. Gaucho Urbano is one of our favorite places to eat for special occasions. The Brazilian Steakhouse. We have a couple videos in our library where we experience this. It's just a great place, especially yet again if you're celebrating something special. And another must-do here in Pigeon Forge is the Old Mill District. I highly recommend the Old Mill restaurant, especially if you're looking for some southern cooking. I also recommend the Pottery House Cafe. If you've been watching our channel long enough, you'll know we highly recommend that. There is so much to do in here. They have a blacksmith where you can make your own knife. There's a distillery here. Patriot Park is a great place to go in the summer months to fly a kite or maybe even launch your drone. Also, the Pigeon Forge Transportation Hub is here, and you can catch a bus pretty much anywhere in Pigeon Forge, and you can transfer over to the Gatlinburg trolley system. So this is such a essential part of the Pigeon Forge, and it is the heart of Pigeon Forge. There's always, yet again, something new going on, something to show you. Fast Tracks, which I can see just down there, is building their new go-kart track. They have went vertical on that. You know, if you're looking for entertainment, you're looking for mini putt-putt golf courses, go-kart tracks, arcades, it's got it all. You can spend a week here and never be bored. Our favorite Tex-Mex in Pigeon Forge is Cilito Lindo, right here on the Parkway. The food's always piping hot, plenty of it, a great atmosphere, also great service. There is so much we didn't cover in Pigeon Forge. It would take us a very long time to do it all. Now we're gonna head to Gatlinburg. Now we're in Gatlinburg, and we almost completed the entire parkway up to the national park. We're gonna point out anything new and some of the things that we enjoy. Earthquake, the ride. I enjoy Earthquake, the ride.
I enjoy Earthquake the ride.
You like it,
Yeah.
but not everybody likes Earthquake the ride. It's not for everyone. So I recommend it, but the chances are people are not going to like it, right? And ever since I could remember, Fanny Farkles has been here. It's always nostalgic to go in there. And I also recommend the Ogle Dog. So no Smoky Mountain trip is complete unless you walk downtown Gatlinburg. Caramel Corn is an amazing place. Kilwins is another great place to visit while you're here. There is so much to do, so much to see. I would plan all day here to soak it all in. Ben and Jerry's. And if you're looking for a quick bite to eat, maybe a sandwich, something on the lighter side, Tennessee Jed's is a great place to get that. Also in the back there is the New Orleans sandwich shop. It's been a minute since we were there, but they have good sandwiches also. At least they did a few years back. And the Mountain Mall, been here ever since I can remember. Also lots of shopping, lots of great things in there. So some of the top things I suggest folks to do when they're here in Gatlinburg is Anarchista. Anarchista is probably number one. The views are amazing, especially on a clear day. Highly recommend it. You have to take a chairlift to the top, or you can take the Mountain Rambler, like monster truck to the top. So you have different options there. And Ripley's Aquarium of the Smokies is probably the best, or one of the best aquariums I have ever visited. It's just perfect. It's got great big sharks. It's got a little bit of everything, even the penguins. So wouldn't you say that Anarchista is the number one thing to do here?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's our personal opinion. Now, I always stop off at the Buckboard too, but it is closed. It is the off season. Not everything remains open. You gotta love the off season. There's hardly anybody here. No traffic on the Parkway. There is two great places to have breakfast in Gatlinburg, and behind us is the Pancake Pantry. I believe TripAdvisor has that as the number one breakfast spot in the Smokies. But of course, you guys all know we like Crockett's Breakfast Camp, which is on the other end of town, closer to the national park. But you're not going to go wrong at either place. There is a big difference between the two. Here they're known for their pancakes. They also serve a great lunch here. Now at Crockett's, it's more like bacon, eggs, sausage, you know, the great big, you know, kettle dishes that they have. And so that's the difference over there. I highly recommend coming here to the village, get your family photo in front of the fountain. A lot of great shopping to be had. Of course, it's home to the Donut Fryer. And if you're looking for a donut or a cup of coffee, I highly recommend that over there. There is a lot here. It's just off the Parkway. So the chicken guy only lasted about 2 years. It is officially out of business. It says remodel in progress, but yeah, it's definitely gone now. So our recommendation for Tex-Mex here in Gatlinburg is the local burro. It is our favorite. It is our to-go. It's located just above Johnny Rockets. And there is a lot going on here. Of course, that's the old McDonald's building. They've tore the front of it off. And it looks like they're going to put something new in there. And a lot of folks might remember this as the old Puckers building. And it's looking good. It's almost finished. That's what it looks like. Definitely more grand than what it was before. I used to have Hogs and Honeys up above. The China Bazaar. Another must-do while you're here in Gatlinburg is the Old Smoky Candy Kitchen. Has a lot of history here. Been here as long as I can ever remember. I remember being little going in here. So the LeConte View got a name change. It's now called the Wander. It's a Wyndham Hotel. But it used to be called the LeConte View. Very good hotel at that. It's got a little bit of old school and a little bit of modern to it. And it also has a pool on the Parkway, so you can swim technically on the Parkway. There's two best Italians in town. And this is the one at Elk Plaza. And they put a new sign trying to get folks to head down the alley here to check out this location. And I would say that this one is a little bit better than the other one, but technically it's the same place. It's got pizza, number one pizza they say. It's got number one Italian restaurant, number two lunch restaurant, and number 2, family restaurant. Now, I don't know where they came up with those numbers, but yeah, they do have good pizza in there though. And there's a bunch of snow people over there at Ober Mountain. There are 3 awesome places to get a steak in town. Of course, the Cherokee Grill is one of our favorite places. Also, the Peddler is a good one, which is located just over there on the river. They got these really great river sites that you can sit down, and the salad bar over there is really good. And then you have the Greenbrier, which is located out on 321, I think it's about 3 miles out. And they have aged prime beef out there. But you won't go wrong with either 3 of these. I would say the Peddler and the Cherokee Grill we frequent the most often when we're here in Gatlinburg. But we've ate at Cumberland Jack's once, and it was really good, but we haven't been able to make it back yet. We're gonna have to re-review that coming up soon. Pancake Pantry is a great place for breakfast, and this is the other place, Crockett's Breakfast Camp. They're known for these great big skillets, and they have sausage and bacon, and probably not such great things for you, but that taste great. They're also known for this great big cinnamon roll. Oh my goodness, he is serving up a cinnamon roll.
Super cute.
Might be a pancake.
Yeah. Pink.
I can't get over this. Here's Luigi's Pizza, and the Sugarlands Wedding Chapel used to sit here. Of course, it's all gone. This is parking. They turned the rock shop and all this into parking. You know that song? They paved paradise to put up a parking lot. Kind of makes sense here. And that there is the end of Gatlinburg. We have walked, drove the whole strip from exit 407 all the way to the national park. It was a long day. We started at 9 o'clock this morning, and it is 5 o'clock p.m. Or is it? I had to recheck and see what time it is. It is actually exactly 5 o'clock p.m. So I was right about that. But I want to take this moment to thank you all so much for watching our videos. We really appreciate every single one of you and the time that you put into watching our little adventures. But folks, that's going to do it for today. Here in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, it was a great day.
Yeah.
Exit 407. We went to Buc-ee's. We came all the way up. We stopped at a couple places we never visited before. And now we're here in Gatlinburg. So from 9 o'clock a.m. when we started, it's 5 o'clock. I don't think you could pull that off during the main season. The traffic would just be too much. But in the off season, we did. It's kind of a challenge day for us because I wanted to see if we could kind of stop and just go through the Parkway from 40 up here. But guys, if you like this vlog,
Give it a thumbs up.
also if you haven't, please subscribe so you'll miss these upcoming Smoky Mountain adventures. And until next time.
Thanks for watching.
Bye everyone.